baby?
Well, I got everything I need because I got Brian Beaudoin on the podcast. Hi, buddy.
How you doing, Pat? Good.
I never say people's names at the beginning, and I always have to do like an intro thing. My brother's like, "Hey, you might want to like say their names." I'm like, I make a thing later. He goes, "Yeah, for the audio, but for the video, we just guess."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh yeah." But this one I will because I'm excited. I just said the same thing to Howie Mason when I had him on 2 weeks ago. I'm like, once in a while, it's cool to have like people you like on.
Thank you.
Yeah, and everyone else think, was that talking about me? Like, yeah, I didn't like you. I've been podcasting like great without any comedy. I've been zooming like a motherfucker. I've learned all this shit.
Yeah,
I've
man,
been putting out my Patreon. I've been putting out 2 or 3 podcasts a week. I've been doing other special shows. I've been a guest on other shows. That's all I've been doing because I'm missing the stage, man, like crazy.
Well, you're like me in a sense where you found something to do during this, and you try to make it work.
Yeah. What did you do?
I ran the Zoom shows. I did a bunch of Zoom shows.
Boo! Fuck Zoom shows.
Why fuck Zoom shows, Pat?
And I'm happy. I had Ryan on last week, so I'm happy you two are doing it. I'm very excited that people found anyone who finds a way to do it for real. Good for you. If you can do something that helps you with your creative outlets, we're all fucking starving for like our attention, big time. We need to entertain. Yeah. I get it. That being said, that ain't fucking comedy. And if I'm going to do comedy again, I need to have the energy of the people in the room. I know it's kind of like, explain to me, that ain't me. It works for some people. I could not do that. I need to have the feel of the folks.
I get it. It's not, and I agree with you. It's not comedy. It's not what we do. But I'm sure, I mean, I don't know how it was described to you, but the way I've been describing it and the way that people that have never done it and then do it say I kind of hit the nail on the head. It's just working a different muscle of comedy. It's not what we do. It's not stand-up. I'll agree with that. But it fills the void, and it's just working a different muscle, a different comedy muscle. Just
fuck
like
the muscle,
podcast.
Baby. I don't need that muscle.
That's fine. That's a muscle you don't want to work, baby.
I'm going to Christopher Reeve it up. I'm going to have no muscles in my legs.
Yeah, man. You want to be Reeve? That's fine. You've been podcasting. You were working your podcast muscle.
Working it. Well, yeah, I'm excited because Ryan just gave me a date, so I'm going to be doing a show next week, live. And I don't. You've done live ones already, right? I saw you did one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did one for Ryan at the winery.
Yeah, winery. That's funny. A Jewish guy in the winery.
Winery.
That's my favorite joke when I was growing up as a kid. It's like, what's a Jewish person's favorite wine? I want to go to Florida. We can still tell those jokes. Don't cancel the Jews, baby. But yeah, but like, how was it performing after? Did you do your old jokes? Did you just talk? What'd you do?
Let me see. What did I do? You know, I just tried to go back into my old set as much as possible.
Can't do that. Those died. They died with the Chinese soup.
What did?
They're out. The old jokes. That's how I feel. The old jokes left when a guy ate Dracula chowder. When he did that, over. Now I got to do all new stuff in my head.
Well, some of us don't write jokes, Pat. Some of us just go up there and do it. And that's
dude, imagine if you said that to me 5 years ago.
I know.
Everyone in the world's like, Pat, would you write a fucking joke? Would you stop just going up there and riffing for an hour? Would you stop just doing crowd work when no one wants it? And now, literally, someone said to me, oh, it's easy for you. You write a new hour every year. But yeah, but I took like 7 years of not doing that off.
Yeah. Yeah, no, when I did it, I just went back into the old material just so I can get a feel, because I know where the laughs are supposed to be. I know where the jokes are. I know what reaction I'm supposed to get. And I just didn't want to mess around my first time back and do a bunch of new stuff.
Well, I can, because the rice and bean joker, Mr. Perfection, Darren Rivera's on the show. So he can just carry it with his Puerto Rican ass.
There you go. See?
He'll be like, you guys still remember showers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like shower fucking?
I was jerking off in traffic. Oh,
I was, yeah. I wish that was the punchline to that joke. Instead, it's just like, because that whole thing, it's like, and that girl was picking her nose, and that's gross. I'm like, yeah, that's gross. And he should stop and go, I was fucking beating my meat to an underage person. Hey-o. I was doing the old Crystalia double switch. Woo, 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 woo. Yo, did you hear about that, the Crystalia thing?
I started to see it yesterday and today. When I first started, when something comes up, I don't think anything of it, no matter what it is. And then the more the story developed, I'm like, oh man, Dalia was trying to fuck kids. That's
You see, that's what, once again, I like when stories go that route. When I read it, is this okay? Not defending him before people go like, "What the fuck?" He was just lonely and creepy on the road. It sounds like a bunch. The weird thing he would do is this: he'd message somebody like, "How old are you?" And then they would say like 17, and instead of saying like, "All right, man, cool, good luck to you, whatever," walk away, he would just go, "All right," and then like wait and know when they turned 18 and then message them then.
that's
Like waiting for them to get called up to the big leagues.
bad.
Yeah. Like you're Chris D'Elia. You're super famous. You shouldn't have the time to be waiting on some chick. But by the way, here, what is the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal with liking young girls? They're young. They're not experienced. Why do you want to fuck them? They're not going to be fun. It's funny as he fucks them. Seinfeld fucks them.
Seinfeld has fucked so many kids.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. You want to meet Kramer? We'll pull down your pants and see my bush. Oh, look at it. My dick looks like Kramer. Oh.
Seinfeld was comedy and child trafficking.
Yeah, I think the more brilliant – that's why I think, Brian, we should stay at the level we're at, because the more brilliant comic you become, the more fucked up you are.
Yeah.
All our heroes love to fuck young puss. They do. They love it. And listen, as a guy, I'm 45, and there was a time in my life, I wasn't 45 then, but I've always dated younger. But the main reason was because the people I meet were at comedy show. When we meet women, if they're our age, they're married or they're scary as fuck. Like, you're not dealing with that. The younger people are the ones that were out because they were usually waitresses. I wasn't meeting young. You're not meeting a hot 25-year-old by herself at a comedy show. She's nuts if she's just going to a show alone. A guy brought her, or she's at a bachelorette party. She's not there to be meeting you after. But you do meet waitresses and people that work late nights at other places because you're out late. That's who I met, and we have the same goals and dreams. We both want to move out of our parents' house and someday make it big. You know what I mean?
I know. It seems like you would be in a better position to do that than the waitress.
Yes, but I'm not. No, I'm kidding. No, Dad's out. I'm in. I'm alone. I did it. But yeah, that's the thing. Like, I get the temptation. Listen, if you ask me what looks better, a naked 22-year-old or a naked 45-year-old, even if you give me like the best, okay, we're not talking enhanced. So once you fucking fake a boob or something, or lift a lip, then no, then that's not fair anymore. We're fucking with things. But if you just show me an attractive, in-shape 45-year-old naked woman and an attractive, in-shape 25-year-old woman, I think most people are going to say it. Now, some people might go, well, I like things, but no, we're not talking experience or minds or anything. Body, attraction, I get that. So if that girl at 25 is slinging her shit and she saw you perform on stage, she's in her alpha female outfit, killing it. You're an alpha male on stage. They're going to lock up and you get turned on. But you got to sit there and go, do you want to listen to it talk later? And that's what I started learning. Like, one thing, they talk a lot, and then they believe now they're at your level, and they want to tell you what to fucking do, and it's not worth it. So just come in a jackal. That's better. Find an old jackal, jizz in that.
Yeah, jizz in a jackal.
Jizz in a jackal in a silver spoon, little boy blue and the man on the moon. I wish those were the words. I hope one person sings that. Jizz in a jackal in a silver spoon. No, so isn't it crazy how crazy Chinese people are? Like they changed the world.
Chinese people are crazy.
They're crazy, right? I've been waiting to talk to you. Like, I know it's been the whole COVID, but like no one gets it. Like, that's not me being offensive. We're not laughing, but you're crazy. You broke the world.
Did you see the market when COVID first started breaking out? They went to the market and just people eating rats off a stick and fucking, like, you got some dude double fisting stuff fucking.
They're just opening a possum's pussy and eating like it's a fucking watermelon.
Just eat a possum. This a possum good.
Oh, this good possum.
This good possum meat.
This could possibly be the best possum I ever had. Oh.
This is possibly the best raccoon I ever eaten.
I don't want possum. I want poss all.
I want poss more.
Poss me the possum. Poss me the old opossum. Possum pussy. That's a fun one.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
And I'm sure we eat crazy shit compared to other people. I guess kind of. I'm sure there's some things we eat are weird, but like,
What do we eat that's weird? What's an American food that you would consider weird?
okay, this is gonna sound fucked up. Do you consider black people food American food?
Yeah.
Pig's feet.
All right. Yeah. All right. That
Pig
would be
knuckle, anything with a hoof.
Yeah, anything with a hoof. I can see that. I've eaten lamb's tongue before. I've eaten that.
Yeah, we've all eaten it, but when we eat it, we go, we don't just get it. If like your buddy said, "Come on over, I'm eating tongue," you're like, "Fuck off!" Like you go somewhere where you know you trust the chef. That dude was just having bat chowder. That guy was just like having a day.
Yeah, walking through that market with a fucking stick full of scorpions, possum.
I hope what happened was it was like a weird, like those 80s movies where like a genie and a wish type thing. This Asian guy was so hungry. And he's like, I would do anything for just a bat chowder. And the guy genie goes, would you end the world? He's like, sure. And then boom, he has a bowl of soup. And next thing you know, we're all in timeout. Because we were all kind of bad. This is the worst apocalypse ever.
It really is sad.
We just all lost our jobs.
Yeah, we deserve something better. It made me realize maybe comedy wasn't the best trade to go into. You know.
Well, here's what I learned. You and I have been told by everyone we know, right? Once we started doing well and getting on stage, the people that knew us were like, so awesome that you're chasing your dream. I wish I could chase my dream. Well, guess what's not essential, baby? Dreams. Dreams are not essential.
At all.
Not even close. Not essential became the new N-word to me. Get out of here, baby. I don't like it at all.
Fuck your dreams. Your dreams are shit.
Right away. I mean, like, I had so many, and sure you did too, but like, man, my end of March, my April and May were fucking strong. I had so many dates. I was for the first time looking at like I can pay all my bills without having to worry about other second job or other things or other incomes or whatever. I was crushing. And then
I was right there with you. I was right there.
There's no making that shit up. Everyone's like, well, don't you have a union? Like, shut up. Shut up.
The fucking the open mic union?
Yeah.
Fucking who the fuck union? No union.
It's so or why don't maybe some of these clubs look at me like, you think I'm working clubs?
Yeah.
Sometimes I am, but not enough that'll take care of me.
Yeah.
But there are some people that did that. That's why I thought it was funny when, like, and I'm not trying to be a dick, but when all these people were like, all these comics were like, we need to take care of the wait staff of all the clubs. Well, what about the opening acts at the clubs? We ain't getting shit either. And we can't now fuck the waitresses. We're out twice. Got nothing. Send me a waitress and a 50.
I mean, even if you're in with the club, you're only getting 2 weekends a year out of them.
No. We get a lot of fucking one-nighters. And that helps.
No. I'm talking about like in with the club, like
when you're in the club, like say you and me with comics, we get the contest, we get fucking Wednesdays. If we're not getting weekends because it's been hard, now it's gonna be even worse. Before this started, a lot of these fucking guys were now bringing opening acts because their agents and managers were like, "Hey, I'm signing." They're signing podcast talent. They're signing, people that don't have 45 minutes yet because they know down the road they're going to have a draw. So they put them out there and make them open. So you and I are getting less opening gigs. So because of that, they were giving us more one-nighter shit. But now with this happening, oh my God, they're going to be limiting who they hire. The budget's going to be lower, and they're not going to give us room. We're not going to get the fancy living like we used to get.
I already got bumped off a weekend because of the I was supposed to open for I fucking don't know his name, but I was supposed to open at Mohegan. It was a full weekend. And then I got the call, and they're like, oh, this headliner can't come in. We have another headliner that wants to bring his own act. Like, we could push it and keep you on the weekend, but, or you can move it. And it's like, you know what? I'll just fucking move it.
Because I've been down that road where they try to push it, and then the guy pushes back. You're fucked. It's not their fault. They try. You don't want to be the one that pushes it, because then it's an awkward time, because that guy knew he was bringing. Like, if it's his friend and you now bumped his friend, he doesn't want to deal with you in the bag.
Yeah. Yeah, so to keep the weekend nice, I fucking moved.
Speaking of that, you're going to do this week, you're headlining. Are you ready for 45 every show?
Yeah. Yeah, I did about an hour the last time. I did 52.
At the winery, you did an hour?
Yeah, I did 52 at the winery.
Wait, wasn't Marty and Ryan on this show? How much time they do? How long was this fucking show?
It was a long show.
What the
Ryan
fuck?
did 15, Marty did 25.
Oh my god!
Greg Gass actually did 10, and then I went up and did 50.
What the fuck? That's a long ass show.
Long ass show.
The first time people are coming out, you're like, "This is what comedy is." For 6
like,
weeks,
take it! We're just fisting them.
we're making up, no spit or nothing. Pow!
No
Just right in there.
Fucking
Oh
take
my
it.
god! An hour.
Yeah.
Is Marty all sexy now?
He's looking good. He's looking
I asked Ryan. I said to Ryan, I see these pictures. It looks like Marty's kicking ass. He goes, "He's still fat to me." I'm like,
No, he looks good. He's like, I mean, you trim down, he trimmed down.
yeah, but he's doing some, as Ryan said, Ryan goes, he's taking some good angles.
He is taking some good angles. He's not like,
His face looks slim. He looks like a better Baldwin now.
yeah, exactly. Like
He's moved up.
Yeah, he's just in a little better shape than he was. He's not like fucking a different person, but he's just in a little better shape than he was.
How about you? You been staying healthy, or like you just COVIDed it up?
I think I'm maintaining. I've been doing a lot of golf. Been playing a lot of golf.
I think I'm maintaining, which means you're not. The fact you have to think about maintaining means you're not maintaining.
Yeah, I've had some cheat days, but I've also had some days where I did a exercise and ate very healthy. So it's been a mix. I'm sure I've gained a little bit of weight, but I don't feel it. Usually when I gain weight, I can physically just feel it, and I'm sluggish, and I really haven't felt that.
That might be the grossest thing I've ever heard.
Well,
I feel myself growing.
I feel myself growing.
Let's go the boner, baby.
Yeah.
Hard.
Oh, I got hired to during COVID. I got hired. Yeah, right with the boner to review sex toys. I'm gonna be a sex toy reviewer. These guys have a YouTube.
Review. I thought you said used.
Yeah, no, they're not used. They're brand new. I use them, and then
What?
I review. Yeah.
On yourself?
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna use it on somebody else.
In your butt?
No. This dude, they gave me like a bazooka for my dick. Like, Pat, when
You're gonna fuck a thing?
I fucked a thing.
What's it like?
It was good. Just go to YouTube for a full review. I still have to make the video, but oh my god.
Wait, you're gonna go on YouTube and show the thing you fucked?
Yeah, but I'm not gonna fuck it on YouTube.
This was a bit I always tried to work on, but it never worked because it's just too much. But I always used to go. I always like when back in the day when like old couples were together and the woman wouldn't even have like her own name anymore. Like like her name would be like like Jean Jones, and then she'd marry like Jim Smith, and they go Mr. and Mrs. Jim Smith. This is Mrs. Jim Smith. Like she's just Jim Smith. I go basically when the guy's saying that, he's going, "Here's the thing I fuck."
Yes, here's the thing.
Hello, this is me. I'm Jim, and this is the thing I fuck. I let it have my name while I fuck it.
Yeah, you gotta
basically fucking me.
You gotta see Mr. Brian Bazooka in the fucking collector.
This is my bazooka.
It looks like.
Why is it so big?
Pat, it's fucking incredible.
I'm not questioning your genitalia. I'm just asking, why is it so big?
Because it's got the propulsion. It's got Bluetooth capabilities.
Wait, what do you have to listen to?
What?
Why does it need Bluetooth?
There's a button. There's a button where a chick moans.
Oh, fuck off.
I swear to God.
Okay, so you can't even get away from fake things faking it with you?
Yeah, no, even the machine fakes it. And it has 3 different settings. I think it has.
One says, I'm tired.
I have a headache.
I've got my period.
I don't care.
It just starts bleeding. You're like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm getting some bat wings. You're going down there. You don't give a fuck.
And then
for those of you who don't know, bat wings, when you go down and you eat the blood, and it gets on your face, it's like, that's that kind of fun.
Everybody Corona.
Corona time.
But yeah, they're
fucking thing. Do you have to lube it?
Yeah, it comes with 2 different kinds of lube.
One's scented.
One that has one is scented. The other one is more.
Are you not in a relationship anymore?
No, she dumped me right before COVID.
I was gonna say, if not, she's gonna.
Yep.
I'm fucking things for money. How do you think I'm paying for Red Lobster, bitch?
I'm fucking things for money now.
It's what I have to do. Oh, so you show some
I'm
cleavage,
just
get out of
working
a ticket.
muscle.
I fuck a bazooka, and I pay for dinner.
Yeah, it's just working a different muscle, Pat. That's all it is. Just working a
I'm
different
not working that much. You would never. You know me. I am fucking a prude. I could never. I wouldn't even. I'd laugh too hard at the thing.
Oh, the thing is fun.
Are you laughing in the moment? You're just fucking a thing.
When
It's
I
hilarious.
first opened it, I was giggling. I'm like, this is crazy.
You did drugs, right, before you did that?
No, I didn't need to. And then when
I'd have to do heroin to fuck a rubber fucking arm. Are you fucking an arm? Does it look like a puss?
It's a you know what? I'll go get it.
Get it.
I don't. Yeah, I'll go get it.
I'll handle it. Don't worry, but you go get it for a second. As soon as he goes gets it, he showed his Wicked Funny shirt. Brian, Wicked Funny podcast is hilarious. Please go check it out. You guys just celebrate your 100th episode or something?
Yeah.
I'm almost at 300.
I don't even know if I'm supposed to show this.
Because it's reviews?
Because it's reviews and
well, don't cover the name.
Oh, man. It is.
Did you just spit on it?
No, you don't have to. It comes with
I thought you just walked by a...
All right, you ready for this, Pat?
Wait, you keep it in the closet?
Yeah.
You make something to put it in the
can't keep this.
What the fuck?
Yeah, where am I supposed to put this? On the fucking
What does it say? That's so Japanese.
I told you it was Japanese.
So I didn't know it was that Japanese.
Yeah, it's that Japanese, dude.
What is it called?
I don't know. It's in Japanese. I don't know what it's called.
You fucky long time. You fucky. Oh, Brian Beaudoin, why don't you not fuck me no more? Why you put me in closet? Future sexual masturbator. Future sexual. Wait, does it come with glasses? Is it?
No.
Is it virtual?
No, I can't get into it. It's my new job, Pat. I can't get into it. I can't talk about the. I can't talk about.
Okay. Here's the thing. Everyone out there right now, support fucking artists, okay? Brian Beaudoin has to fuck a Japanese fucking rubber sleeve to make ends meet. He has to put his meat in an end to make ends meet.
And it pinched me.
Can you come in it?
Yeah, and then it's easily washable. You can't pull out, Pat. You can't.
What do you mean you can't? It locks in?
It doesn't lock in.
Oh, they're like Chinese finger cuffs.
I gotta push it down.
I'm stuck.
Yeah.
It feels that good?
It's pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
What do you mean you can't pull out? I've had good sex and I've still been able to pull out.
But it's big and it's bulky, and if you pull out,
I don't like big bulky things. I don't fuck them ever.
My machine's thick, you know. But
it's machine with 3 C's.
Yeah, but it was so funny. I got it in the mail, and I'm talking to the guy that hired me. I'm like, hey, am I supposed to fuck this thing? And he goes, well, you don't have to. He goes, it's yours, but if you want to, you can. He goes, it would make for a really good review if you did. He's just trying to you don't have to, but it would be really great if you did.
Yeah, well, how do you review it if you don't fuck it?
Yeah.
So you return it, or is it yours?
It's mine.
He had to ship that.
Yeah, he shipped
Children made that.
They did. And he shipped that. They gave me a professional light and a little clip-on thing. They're taking it super seriously.
They're making fuck machines. Why are we... Listen, Brian, God bless you. You're doing what you love. You know what I mean? That's a quote from Compound Media all the time. But I'm very happy that you're doing the thing. But what happened to people?
They're all inside. They're in timeout. They're out rioting and looting and fucking protesting.
Yes, they're not inside. They're out looting.
They're out looting, and then the other ones are inside. Look, man, I would love to get on a stage, but it's not happening right now. And if I get a fucking machine, I'm gonna do it.
You don't have to tell me how much, but are you making from Fuck Machine more or less than you would for a one-night headlining show?
That's a tough question to ask.
Okay, put it this way. Basically, I'm talking not you running the show, getting the door. Someone's some guy's throwing you, the regular. You and I usually ask for 2 to 3, maybe a little more than that. In that ballpark, did you make more than that?
I'll tell you what. We'll do it like this. why don't you come out and do this weekday show? You're on a show with your buddy. Money.
You're just fucking different. Dude, you're a whore. When I do those shows, people are like, really? You want to get Frankie Hill stage time that bad? Like, yeah, whatever. I'll do it.
It's a job. I don't have to,
It's not a stop calling it a job.
Well, I'm calling it a fucking job.
Is that from Japan or China?
It's got to be Japan. I don't know.
You should find out. What if you get COVID, cock?
No.
How do you know? They're so lost on 1 minute you can't get it from services, next time you can, then you can't.
It's been quarantined. I quarantined my new.
What did they get? Yeah, you put it in the closet. You should at least lay with it in bed and talk to it a little bit.
Yeah, that's the beauty.
So wait, how do you fuck it? You stand up, you lay down.
You can do either way.
What did you do?
Just
lay down. Oh, that's not part of the review.
We have to talk about
part. I didn't bring this up. Don't you fucking dare. Do we have to talk about this? We were just having a regular conversation that was kind of racist, and then you brought out, I'm just a fuck machine, and I won't fuck for nobody but you. Hey,
because we were talking about work. It was a work-related situation.
Yeah, I took a part-time job at Big Lots. You took a part-time job at Big Twats.
I don't have to leave my house. I'd rather
leave the house.
Nope.
I'll tell you right now, I haven't seen anything as attractive as that box at fucking Big Lots. You're fucking Megatron. That's what it looks like.
Optimus Prime. Hell yeah, man. Yeah.
Get inside my pussy.
All right. I mean, it's got
transform to a black throbbing cock with veins.
I don't know what else they're gonna send me, but I'm good with this
butt.
too.
They're gonna send you butt.
Oh yeah, they're gonna send me more. Yeah.
Butt? No, you a butt.
What? No, I'm not putting anything in my butt.
No, you're gonna fuck the robot butt. You're not gonna get.
Oh
gay.
Yeah. I'll fuck.
You're not gonna get the gay. What if they send you the gay one by mistake?
What, the gay robot butt?
You're like a fist. Pulsating Chinese fist action.
I would just make a joke. I would just make fist jokes.
You wait. What if they said we'll pay you weekend? Don't bring your friend money.
Then I'm gonna have to find somebody to shove a fist in my ass.
I need a little friend.
I need a friend that isn't scared.
I want you to do the review the same way Chris Clark does his C-Snacks thing. In your car, like, yo, this is the shit. You gotta try this out. Yo, watermelon flavored pussy fucking woo.
Yeah.
By the way, go check out C-Snacks. He's a tremendous man. But what the? I gotta have him on soon too. He always gets mad at me, but I didn't know if he can Zoom. I'm also. This sounds weird, but I'm also. This is the wrong time to ask black comics to come on your podcast.
Yeah, it looks like you're pandering if you do it now. But
oh my god, the whole world's pandering. I was actually thinking I want to make an album called "Now That's What I Call Pandering." Like there's all these things. It's okay. SpongeBob, why are you gay?
Everybody's pandering.
But SpongeBob's gay. That's the biggest pandering in the world.
When SpongeBob came out as gay, it was the same as like when I don't know who's that other like when Ellen said she was gay. It was like yeah.
I actually said that on a podcast, but the difference is when Ellen did it, people were like, "Wow, now I can come out." When SpongeBob did, they're like, "Oh, they need to find another yellow annoying thing to come out." And by the way, it's very fitting the way they did it because the guy who created SpongeBob, Steve Hilgenberg, whatever his name is, he died. So he was not alive for this coming out. In 2002, he had said that he on purpose made SpongeBob and Patrick asexual. So he didn't give him a sex. He was asexual. But now he came out. So just like most other gay people, he had to wait for his dad to die to come out. See, these are the bits I'm working on, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's been my problem. All the stuff I'm writing, I don't have – okay, you and I both don't care about filters. We're not filtered people, but at the same time, you can go on stage and test a joke and go, okay, that's going to be one for later shows. That's going to be one for certain crowds. You can feel it. without that, and also isolation, because I've just been alone in the house a lot, I'm coming up with some jokes where I'm like, ooh, I need someone. I'll once in a while tweet them, and that's fine because my Twitter following, those people are animals. And I love them, but they love crazy, dirty shit. Facebook, I barely go on anymore, and when I do, I test a joke. It's all the fucking thought police, just like, how dare you? How dare you make fun of a man dying by a cop? I'm like, I don't know. That's how I deal with shit. That's what I do. I don't know. Maybe if he told the joke, they would have laughed and got off his neck.
Oh my God.
See? There you go. Even you. It's a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke.
It's a joke. I mean, it's a joke. So those Chinese are crazy, huh?
Yeah, man. They eat bats and shit. Bat soup.
Bats, they make fucking fuck machines.
I'm going to move. I'm moving to China.
Oh, I thought you meant like literally right now. You're gonna. I'm like, are you gonna go fuck it?
Yeah, I'm sitting here just staring at my machine.
I wouldn't. How do you even get in the mood for that? Like, I get bummed out when I'm about to jerk off. Like, I'm one of those people just like, here I go doing this.
Well, this will bum you out to a whole new level because you got to plug it in. You got to heat it up a little bit.
Heat it up in the microwave?
No, it's got a heating sensor.
It sounds like, once again, hey, Marty Caproni, this guy's like, he's stealing your banana bit and bringing it to the RoboCop level.
Oh, no, man. This is fucking, Marty's banana will fucking suck this thing's dick.
I love the fact that I know you. This is not about the money you made. This is about the bit it's going to create.
Yeah.
You're going to bring this fucking thing. Like, Ryan Brown posted a thing on Instagram today where he had like these little fans on his shoulder. And he's like, I'm going to wear these on stage or when I golf. I'm like, you better not fucking wear that thing to Thursday, Carrot Top. Fuck that. He's going to wear those fans and you're going to bring that thing. And you guys are going to be like the double Freddie Stones just running around fucking stupid props.
I wouldn't bring it. That's too much.
If you don't bring it, no one's going to get the joke. They're not going to believe it. You got to show the thing. You got to let people fuck it afterward. That's merch.
Yeah?
Charge $50 to let somebody fuck it. I fucked the same thing Brian Beaudoin did, and all I got was this lousy T-shirt.
You can't even be fucking 6 feet away from each other. You want me to have people take turns on a fucking robot?
We're back, baby. There's no better way to say we're back.
You could do that. We're in phase 5.
The country is open, and so are these cheeks, baby. Open up this machine. It's time to love.
Woo!
I can name you at least 5 comics in your area that would fuck that thing just to hope that you'd book them on a Wicked Funny showcase.
I bet you I can name the same 5.
I haven't talked to a lot of comics.
Neither have I.
I haven't chatted with you. I missed you. But you've been so busy. I've been running around. I'm like, I'm going to find a time where we can just chat. I knew you. I'm not going to lie. I've been checking Facebook to make sure you're okay because I care about you. So I'm like, he's doing good. He's fine. Because you and I can tell once in a while in our lives, we'll be the ones that post something where it's like, ooh, they're in a dark spot. Maybe not everyone knows it. And we've messaged each other in the past. And I've been looking. I'm like, he's good. And same thing with me. I've been healthy and good. I've had a lot of personal shit go on, but I haven't talked about it once because I'm just striving through. You know what I mean?
You know what? And it's good. I've been putting up a good front. I have been depressed the past like couple weeks.
But how could we not be? Our whole livelihood, the thing that defines who we are, has been taken away.
Yeah.
It really does. You and I we're very good friends, and the main reason we get along so much is because our 2 loves in life are our kids and our comedy. And we've loved them more than anyone else in our lives and lost relationships because of it. I've had a couple relationships end because of the love of my kids and how I put them first and second, and I put comedy third. And you're going to be fourth in my life. You're just going to be. Yeah. I can't help it. I found this thing almost 13 years ago that's finally accepted me. The world didn't accept me. And finally this thing did. And even now I'll do it. And people are like, fuck Pat, he thinks he's this or that. Like, fuck you, bitch. I'm just better than you. That's fine. You're not gonna get me bad. You're not gonna shit on me for being a dad. You're not gonna shit me for being a comic. Everything else, am I a bad boyfriend sometimes? Sure, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Am I good at fucking paying bills? No, I'm fucking struggling like motherfucker. I got bad health care. I got food stamps recently. I'm like, the state of Connecticut thinks I'm a fat black woman with 6 kids. Like, that's how fucking great I'm doing. But whatever. I'm still enjoying life. But when you take away that outlet And on top of that, I haven't been able to see my kids much because it's been harder to go get them, and with the COVID and all that stuff, I've had no kids and no comedy. So if I didn't dive into fucking podcasting, if I didn't start running, if I didn't start doing these other things, I would have lost the shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. I totally fucking hear you on that. I was lucky enough. I'm lucky enough to where me and my ex was like a street over from me, and when this whole thing hit, she would work during the day, and I was watching our son, and I got to homeschool him, and that was like to where everybody's flipping out about it. I'm like, I was loving every second of the homeschooling because it's I get to see him, I get to hang out with him, I get to teach him stuff, I get to work with him. I came up with a whole point system for him, and I feel like it made up for a lot of the times that we are away doing shows, or I only get to see him for a couple hours today because I have to go do a show somewhere. And that part was great. It was great. That was the best part of quarantine for me.
Same at the very beginning. I had the kids here because we were trying to do like every other week because they had to do the homeschool. They had to do it with the Zoom and all that shit, whatever. Not the Zoom so much, but like they had to do Google Classroom where they had to they got set assignments. They weren't having to go to class as much. We were doing that, and then personal shit got in the way. Then having to take on a retail job, all these things happen where it's like I got to see them less and less. And I'm still talking to them constantly. Oh, by the way, as I told Ashlyn in between, I just recorded another podcast. She goes, "Who are you doing a podcast with now?" I'm like, "Brian Beaudoin." She goes, "You better tell him I said hello," and I will.
Delicate. Your kids are old now.
18 and about to be 15.
Yeah, that's crazy. I remember
known them forever. It's like,
yeah, man. I remember I remember the time I brought them cookies when we were doing a show together. I'm like, "Oh, I gave you guys cookies." And how old was Seamus at the time? 10?
That was at least 5 years ago. Yeah. So yeah. 10.
He's like, "Is there weed in these cookies?"
That was the same show where what was that plumber, Danny Torelli? That guy was on the show, and he's this loud, crazy plumber, like da, 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 da. And Seamus goes, "Is that guy retarded?" He said, and I go, "No." He goes, "He should say he is."
That guy hates me. That guy
hates you. Remember that show? After he performed, I was closing the show. He sits up front.
Yeah, and then
front row, and he starts talking. I go, "What are you doing?" He goes, "Just do your show." I'm like, "You fucking piece of shit! You sucked, and now you're sucking the wind out of this for me. Double whammy! Get out of here!"
And then he wonders why I won't book him on a show, and that's why he hates me.
That's the thing too. I think my biggest depression time was a couple weeks ago when I first started to see people saying, "Hey, I'm getting booked here, or I'm getting booked there, or things are open up," and I wasn't getting any calls or emails. Not that I was putting anything out, but also it was just that real quick, that depressive thing that we get where it's like, I'm being forgotten.
Yep.
They're forgetting me. They don't know who I am. And now I've made a lot of noise I've been pushing very hard with the Compound Media and my podcast, stuff like that. And I've been grilling an audience there and stuff. But I was like, oh, maybe I'm focusing on one thing. And I haven't given a fuck about my local scene. I don't, because they were becoming a nightmare before this whole thing happened anyway. I don't really deal with them much. I like my local clubs. I mean, I started really working more at the Stress Factory, and they're fucking fantastic. Mark and all them have been great to me, and they've been great. Ryan, of course, is always awesome. And keeping those things, that's only so many dates. Frank and I were thinking about putting on some things again, but Frank's still trying. Frank's doing my show on Compound with me. I just want to make sure he's alive all the time. This guy's 79 years old.
Really?
He's 79, and his 101-year-old father-in-law is living with him right now.
Oh my God.
If you want the best follow him on Facebook, because he is taking care of him the same way you took care of your kid years ago, where you'd be like, "Hey, we're going for ice cream. Hey, we're going for pizza." Because Frank never had a kid, and he's just bringing this 101-year-old around, and you just see Sam going, because he doesn't know what to do. He's just dying. He's 101, but he drinks vodka every day. He's drank a glass of vodka every day since he was 15 years old.
Really? Wow.
Living it.
That's the thing. Vodka and bacon sandwiches, I guess.
Are you drinking?
I'm not. I did an episode of the podcast. Frank wanted to see me drunk.
Frank
Gazero.
Let's not confuse our Franks.
Yeah, let's not confuse my Frank.
We both have Frank love.
My young Frank wanted to see And I shouldn't say it like that. He
My
sounds
young Frank and your young Frank sitting
yeah, my
by the
young,
fire. My young
uh,
Frank said, "You young Frank, I'm gonna set your Frank on fire."
he so we did one episode for our Patreon page where I got shithouse drunk. Um and then that was March, early April. And then I haven't drank since then. And then today I had two of these little sparkly vodka drinks on the golf course.
Ooh, oh, how's golfing?
It was some bougie shit. I love it, dude. I really like golfing.
I want to start playing again. I haven't played in years. I want to start getting out, but I'm too poor. I'm just too poor.
I love it.
I know. I just don't have the extra money. I can't spend any extra money right now on anything on me. I got to just fucking. But down the road, I got my club still. I'd love to play again. I would love to get. I've been thinking about my new thing is that I want to be open to doing other shit I've never done because I think that the more we're open to doing shit, our minds are more open to taking in shit.
Yeah.
And like, if I'm telling myself, like, I've never gone camping except if you made me when I was young, and I'm kind of like now, like I would go camping. I still would want to make sure. I don't know what to do. I'm not a survivalist or anything like that. I would never shoot anything. I could never use a gun. That's just me. I don't care if you have one. If you have one, that's all you. That's not me. But I would try a bow. Why not? Fucking bow it up.
I shoot a bow. I shoot
like
a gun.
You good at it?
I think, you know what? In my head, I think I'm really good at firing at a target.
Yeah.
But I've never.
What about not in your head? What about firing at a target?
That I'm really good at it.
Nice. I was talking to this friend of mine, and she was like, "Yeah, I started using a bow," and I'm like, "You want to shoot an apple off my head?" She goes, "I'm gonna screenshot this just so you know." Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have given it. Like, I'm gonna say you said. I'm like, all right, do apple shots off the head. Yeah, I'm open to newer things. I would try things like that, but I would. There's just two things in life I won't do. I'll never shoot a gun, and I'll never get on a motorcycle. Besides that, I'm open to everything.
I never even thought about a motorcycle. I would get on one of those bike things and ride around with those.
I need walls.
Yeah?
Well, first of all, I don't drive, so what the fuck do I care? I got to get that fixed. That's the thing I got to get fixed. I was about ready to get it fixed, and all this COVID happened.
Oh, my God, dude, when you did that with your hands. Oh, don't do it. It's me.
Yeah, it goes green.
Oh, I don't like it. I feel like you're changing. Stop, Pat. Stop it.
Oh, fuck me. Oh.
Oh, let me get my machine.
Yeah. Pat's never been foreplay before. Take that, other ladies.
That really did bug me out. I got scared at that.
So you've been single. You broke up during this or before this?
You know, it was, you know, March 25th, I think was the.
That's kind of during, but not really. Yeah, I broke up during it too.
Yeah. We just weren't seeing eye to eye. And then she came over and we had like a talk, and she's like, you know, maybe it's better if we're just friends. She's like, I still want to talk to you. I still want to hang out. And then that just kind of slowly faded away.
Yeah.
And then.
No, you don't get all the Raz and Mataz.
Yeah. Yeah.
You love it or you leave it alone.
That's my bit, dude. That's my whole fucking pizza bit. Like, I don't want to stick around while everybody's eating pizza.
Doesn't that suck when you have a bit and then it comes back to haunt you?
Yeah. Speaking of haunting, and then I got ghosted by somebody. Like, it's just.
Oh, you were trying to date again?
Dude, I've been throwing myself out there, and that's why I think this depression isn't as bad as it's been in the past. Where, you know, like, where I was 6 months ago, a year ago, is completely different than how I'm handling situations now. So
I'm not ready for any of that, and I'll never do any of the online date. I'm not swipeable.
Yeah, you are.
Even if I am, I don't like that. I gotta meet you. I gotta talk to you. I literally need to chat with someone for like a month before I even fucking meet them.
I'm the same way. I'm totally the same way.
They gotta know my sense of humor is fucked, and they gotta deal with it.
Yeah, the girl that I was dating that dumped me during this, we had talked for, I think, 2 months before we actually went out. October.
Oh, but that's what's going to be tough. You know what sucks about Facebook memories? You fucking announced it hard. You're like, this girl is great. I really like this girl. She's the
It's going to be right around Christmas, too, when I want somebody.
Yeah, my last relationship, the one thing we didn't do is post a lot of stuff on Facebook. At least I won't get too heartbroken. I mean, there'll be moments where I'm like, oh, God damn it, whatever. But, like, that's tough. But, like, I was chatting with someone recently. You were just chatting, whatever. And I I have my sense of humor. And of course, at first, they're all like, you're so funny. I'm like, yeah, you're not going to like this after a while. It happens. I wear on you. I don't know when to stop.
When get old, yeah.
Yeah, until you're old, you're going to tell me, why can't you be serious? I'm like, you didn't want serious. That's why you started talking to me. Well, like, so anyway, so we're going back and forth, and we're making a joke about something. Oh, and she's like, I made a joke, and she goes, well, that's why you're a comedian. I'm like, well, that's just because my dreams of being a ballerina wouldn't come through. And then she's like, oh, do you not have strong feet? I go, it's that and the fact that I don't know ballet. And she goes, minor detail. And I go, do you think minor detail was the name of the security force at Epstein's Island? And she goes, ha, ha, ha. Like, all right, I was like, just writes, ha, ha. I was like, okay. Like, I don't know.
Ballerina jokes, Epstein.
But you know me, that's where I go. It's just like, boom. That's just how my mind works. I can't help it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, dude, you speaking of the thing you fuck, I talked about it on my POS show, and I think I told another episode too. So I'm finding funny things at Big Lots and stuff, but there is this float in our pool section, whatever, right? They have the floats that, women, they'll have a picture of like a lady laying on it, but they're always very tasteful. It's floats for kids and families. It's not like some lady in some sexy bikini. It's a one piece. She's a mom. She's laying there. There's kids laying on a thing. And I open up a box of one, right? I open it up. There's 3 in there. It's a big, thick box, and it says Pop Rhino. And when I look at it, it's this shirtless dude with like flowing blonde hair, but like looks Mexican-y. It's weird, like blonde, like Greatest American Hero curly blonde hair, but like longer, like Gary Carter style. And then like has like Mexican face, and he's shirtless, and he's riding this giant rhino that's all rainbow color. Like, this is a gay float. They made a gay float and called it the Pop Rhino. And on the front, it has a big horn and a small horn. I'm like, oh, that's for DP. They have a DP horn section, so you can ride the Pop Rhino. I'm like, that dude probably just showed up like you did. You're like, I'm just making a couple bucks. He's like, yeah, what's the big deal? I'm just going to sit on this float. It's like, dude, you should ask questions.
You're an ad for herpes,
Yeah, you didn't know where that led to. Someone's like, this guy did not know where this shoot was going. And I was like, but he did know what it was going to end, his innocence. So what have you been – okay, you've been podcasting like crazy. 100 episodes, that feels good, right?
100 episodes. We just started a Patreon.
That's a weird thing, because then you really learn who likes you.
Yeah.
And then, listen, you enjoy all the support. People don't have money right now. You get that. But, like, people are like, when I first set it up, I was like, you know what? I'll set it up so you can sign up, but you only have to pay at the first loan. So somebody can join in on the 14th and not pay a dime till whatever the first. But like 3 people watched it for 2 weeks and then jumped bail before they had to pay. And I'm like, and I noticed that I don't have a ton of people. I'm building it. I'm putting a ton of content out, and people that are liking it are enjoying it. But like, you really learn that. But what I've liked about it is that it's caused me to care more about the presentation of the podcast, to not just rant and ramble. You and I are joking, but I literally have notes what we're going to talk about. I've been working on the podcast and all this thing. I've gotten help from E-Rock, who used to be the producer for Opie and Anthony, and now he's doing Compound Music. He's like, just out of the goodness of his heart, giving me advice on, hey, try this, talk here, try, these little notes and things have been helping. Making sure I have guests on all the time, so I'm not ranting. I got my ass torn apart a couple months ago on a podcast called Who Are These Podcasts?
I heard that. I felt bad. I told you, but I didn't want to deal with it.
No, they were great, because I listened to it. First of all, I had listened to the podcast before and laughed at it. They shit on people. So when they shit on me, I'm like, I'd be an asshole if I got mad. I've enjoyed the podcast. So I listened. Yeah, and they're going for – that's their fucking thing. They fucking shit on stuff. So when I listened, I took notes. And I'm like, a couple things, they're right. And I took notes. And when it came out, I even said, give it a listen. Listen, they're fucking funny guys. They tore me a new one. And the guy messaged me. He's like, no one's ever embraced it. I'm like, it's what you do. So to the point – here's the point. Last week, Saturday, I was a guest on Who Are These Podcasts, and I shit on another podcast with the guy.
How was it?
Here's the part you'll like.
Was it the
And
Wicked
I
Funny
haven't talked
podcast?
about this. I haven't talked about this at all. Um, so he says to me, what they do is they tell you, like, they'll be like, hey, Brian, we're going to review this crazy podcast. Here's a link. Listen to it. It's real bad. You take notes, do whatever, you discuss it. And then what they do is when you're done with that one, someone else comes on, they suggest one, but you stay on and you kind of like listen to them kind of shit on it and you chime in too.
Mm-hmm.
So like on a Monday, he goes, we're doing this podcast. It's awful. Okay, I don't listen. The Thursday before the Saturday we're going to record, he goes, hey, man, this is going to be a little weird. So let me know how you feel about it. And he explains to me these two other guys suggested a podcast. And they suggested it to me. And I didn't realize that you had any tie-ins with this person at all. It's called the Scumtown Podcast, which is Vinny Beatles. And he goes, and there's an episode called Pat Oates is Gay. Can we talk about it? And I'm like, I'd be a dick if I said no. I can't run away. I go, you sure this wasn't? He goes, I swear to God, it was not like a fixed thing. I didn't know, but I'm like, holy shit, I got to ask you. So there I am. And they said, the people that suggested it weren't like fans of Vinny. They were like, this is awful. So I kind of defended things and explained stuff, but it was real weird. Like, here I am redeeming myself after being shit on. And by the way, did a great job. They already asked me to come back on. Because I've learned how to be a guest now, too, on shows. I used to, like, right now, I'll take over. It's my show. But if I was on your show now, I've learned to take a step back and play back. People help me out with that stuff. Yeah. But, like, that was crazy to have to talk about that. And I'm like, I can't get away from shit. I can't get away from shit. Pat Oates is gay. As we were talking about stuff, the host goes, to be clear, everything everyone's saying we don't know is true. I go, well, one thing's true. Not gay. Not even close to gay.
That's funny. Vinny has a podcast.
Oh, see, you don't know the origin of that?
No.
Okay, so Vinny Beadle has a podcast called Scumtown. Now, there's a very famous podcast called Cumtown. Cumtown is Nick Mullen, Stavros, and Adam Freeland. It's hilarious. Dude, their Patreon, they even show the numbers. They make like $80,000 a month. Like, they live off it. Like, and I'm telling you, if you listen to it, it's the craziest, most insane. Nick Mullen's a genius. Stavros is very funny, and Adam's their friend they kind of beat up on. They don't need guess anything. They're just maniacs who have no filter, and it's fucking. I listen to it religiously and weekly. When Vinny was going around with Bam Margera, they got Bam to be on. They don't usually do that, but they got Bam to come on. So Vinny came on with them. And Vinny was being Vinny on it. It was so bad, they voted him the worst guest in the history of Cumtown. And they called him a scumbag. They called him Scumbag Vinny. Now, him being Mr. Entrepreneur embraced it and said, I'm notorious. I'm the worst guest ever. And now I'm going to do a podcast where it's literally their logo is like a capital C. It's all typed out UMTONW. But done. He just put a lowercase s in front of it and kept the same logo.
Wow.
And they're like, after a while, and then he started going into their Reddits, and like every 2 minutes, like they have like 45,000 people in their Reddit, 4,500 comments in the Reddit, and like most of them are him going, listen to my podcast. And they had to throw him out of the Reddit, subreddit, like enough. They don't even want to deal with him anymore. And now he's fighting with them. He's doing his whole thing. So now he's trying to be like them and controversial, but he doesn't know how to podcast. Yeah. So he's just like yelling and going on. And he had him and Jim Sharkey were on just talking shit about me. To be fair, Jim Sharkey was a guest. And if you listen, I didn't listen to the whole thing. People basically told me it was about. And Jim was trying to go with the flow. But anytime he went too far, he's like, no, that's not that bad. Or that's not that. It was all about like me. Like at one point, I guess Vinny said something like, look at Pat having a show on the Compound called POS. He's just I'm a scumbag now. He's trying to be a piece of shit. And then Jim's like, that's the show is he puts up topics and then they say who's the piece of shit. And also POS stands for Pat Oates Show. It's like a play on words. He's like, that's not what he's doing. So like Jim would keep doing that. And Jim did message me after like, hey man, just letting you know this thing went down. I'm like, nah, dude, and I wasn't mad at anybody. I didn't respond. I didn't say anything. I let it go. I didn't give it any light until I had to be on a podcast talking about it.
Sometimes you just gotta let that shit go. There's a couple guys up here that just constantly feel the need to just talk shit about me, and it's like my reputation can speak for itself, you know. I don't need to defend myself when it comes to these fucking no-name fucks that are just throwing out my name because they can't get booked, you know. Like
right. I think a lot of times they think by mentioning our name. Here's the thing. A lot of comics, and listen, I'm not going to bring up the name off air. I'm going to tell you, and usually I'm not that way, but I'm a little upset about one thing. There's a comic that you know that has been saying stuff about me to people and saying the reason why I'm not a better comic and the reason I'm holding myself back because I'm such an asshole and I treat people awfully. Like, listen, if you know me, that whole tough guy facade where I'm like the dick on stage, you've known me for 12 years, Brian.
Yeah.
That's not who I am. I help out so many fucking people in so many comics, and I love comedy. And if you show any passion, even if you suck, I've mentioned people, you're like, Pat, this person isn't funny. I'm like, not yet. But they have the heart, the drive. Give them a chance. Let them do this thing. It's like they all want to talk shit because they think that we're going to help them. We worked very hard and had to build our name up. So they're like, well, why won't you give me? So I see you helping other people. I'm like, I have nothing to give. All I have is the ability to sometimes hit up a friend and be like, hey, give this guy a chance. And I can't control if that's it. I have nothing to give out. I don't book anything. I don't do anything. But because I worked hard, they think if you don't give me something, then fuck you. What happened?
Yeah.
Oh, you went in the face like that, so you froze a little bit, I think.
Yeah, you froze a little bit too.
Yeah, double freeze, baby.
A little glitchy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's exactly right. The people that talk the most shit are the people that want the most shit and the people that think they deserve the most shit. And it's not even worth entertaining that shit.
Listen, I deserve shit. I'll talk shit right now. Here's my shit talk. I should be working at the Comedy Connection in fucking Rhode Island.
There's
There's no reason that I'm not. I did well every time I've been there. I've never walked a person. Everyone's always laughed. I've always done very well in every spot I've been given. For some reason, I was pushed out of the rotation. Understandably so, if they have other things they want to fill in. But all I watch is other bald, loud people take my place. You can't replace the great. Okay? And if they ever hit me up, I would come in a heartbeat. And you know me. I would feature. I don't care. It's not about roles. It's just like people decide on me quick. You too. We're both those kind of people that people make a fucking judgment. Well, they're this, they're that, whatever. It's like, get to know us. We're not what you think we are. First of all, we're killers. We're killers. I'll say it. I don't even like using it. You don't know. But I've never been at a show, Brian, where you and I are at a show. We've never once sat there and went, we're going to kill it. We're going to crush it. Or like afterwards walked off and said that. But if you and I are on a show, I've never seen an audience upset.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's
people totally. They both just yell at people. They both, you talk about drugs all the time. All Pat does is yell at people. No, the crowd's laughing. It's not all we're doing. You're fucking finding excuses in what we do. You know what? If that's what we're doing, maybe you should do drugs and yell at people because you're not good.
I'm doing all right with that, you know?
Yeah. Do your drugs, stupid. Go fuck a machine, baby.
And I am.
Nice.
That's the thing. I think people are in our position when, like we don't have the credits to get us into places, right? Like we just can't call up the Chuckle Bucket and wherever Omaha and get on stage because we have a credit.
We don't have a draw. It's not even credits anymore. It's a draw. Yeah, if our podcast were drawing, they don't even care about credit. It's like, can you make sure people come because we don't want to advertise anymore.
Like we have scratched and clawed for everything that we have fucking gotten. Everything that we've gotten. And you know what? Sometimes I look back and I'm like, you know what, maybe, was all that scratching and clawing worth it for this? But man, it's like people don't even want to scratch, let alone the claw, like motherfucker. Like people that start, when people first start wanting to host and they start wanting those paid gigs, I'm like, dude, why don't you gotta wait 5 years. 5 years, you'll start getting paid for this, and it's going to be 25 fucking bucks. That's the average. That's what I've seen. Well,
they don't even want to do that. Like, they all just want to be on shows. They don't even care what the role is. Because they're like, well, just give me a spot. I'm like, well, there's only 3 spots. Like, what do you mean there's only 3 spots? I'm like, that's what a show is, you fuck. It's not 27 people all doing 11 seconds. The same joke. No. Grow, learn. When you and I started, it would be great. We get a chance to host. When I was done hosting, I watched the middle because that's what I was hoping to be next. Yeah, I would enjoy the headliner, but I watched the middle. How did he handle it? How did he deal with me being a train wreck at the beginning or whatever it was? How did he tell his jokes? How did he present things? And learn how he did how he paced himself differently because he was doing 10 more minutes than me. Then I watched the headliner, learned that. I asked them questions. I paid attention to how they did things so I could learn how to do it myself. And then I told myself, if I want to do 25, I need to have 40 good. If I want to do 45, I need to have an hour good. I can't just have every joke. I hate when a comic's like, I can do 15. It's like, really? How many jokes have? He goes, well, if I do crowd work and I write a couple new ones, I might be able. I'll have 15. I'm like, I don't want everything in your stupid arsenal. Fuck.
Yeah. You need some fucking bullets in the holster.
Yeah, you need to fucking double gun Magoo. You can't just fucking come P-shot McGee. Fuck off.
Yeah, no, I was funny. I was talking to Derek Furtado earlier today.
That is funny. I would never do that.
Yeah, it was funny. And he's like, so how much new stuff you gonna do this weekend? And I'm like, I got one joke and I got one Corona joke and that's it. And I'm not using it unless I need it. And he's like, you should pull it out. He goes, you pull it out. And it's like, you might not need it. You don't need to do every joke that you fucking have. You don't need to, if something happens and I can work that joke in and get out of a situation, I'm going to do it. But I'm not writing new material for this fucking weekend.
When I'm in a groove, like I'm working every night and doing stuff, then yeah, if I have a new joke, it's probably the second joke I'm telling because I just want to throw it out there. But right now, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm doing all newer stuff, so like everything's newer and I'm taking chances. But normally, if I was gonna do my act, if I could even remember it, then I wouldn't do any new jokes because it would hurt the flow. I don't understand my flow right now. So if I have no rhythm and pattern, I'd just be throwing something into the spokes. It makes no sense. I wouldn't know how to come out of it. Because even though people think I just yell, I have logic.
There's substance.
Oh, I get so many of these comments just hating. It's all Connecticut people. And some of you Rhode Island motherfuckers hate me too. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why either.
I don't know what that is. But you damn comedy club, fucking talk to him.
Talk to him?
Talk to him. Tell him Pat Oates loves him.
Yeah.
I didn't eat the soup.
It's not Pat's fault.
You didn't do it. I've never not done well there.
No, you've crushed. You've crushed every show that I put you on. You fucking.
Even on the weekends when I'm there. Like, Dave says it every time. I don't know. I'm bitching and more. I shouldn't worry about things I can't control, but the problem is when we're not performing comedy, then I worry about that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm also, I know part of me is that some people are like, well, you don't drive. I'm like, yeah, but I figured out, like, we don't want you to bring anybody. I'm like, I've done plenty of shows. I have a guy who drives me around too.
Yeah.
Listen, I've never called off a gig.
No.
You book me, I'm there. I always find a way.
Yeah, you always find a fucking way. And
you've had people blow you off and they live in that town.
Yeah. People have, you're absolutely right.
I'll go 3 hours out of my way and if I can figure it out.
Yeah, some people just don't give a fuck. They don't get it.
They blow them off. I don't get it. Every opportunity is a new way for new people to see me and for me to fucking show that I'm good.
Yeah, I think I canceled 2 shows in 16 years.
I'm trying to think. I mean, if I ever canceled anything, it was for a better gig.
Yeah.
I think for the most part.
I've done that, and then you got the gig that I had.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we've helped each other out in that one. Yeah. Oh, if I had to turn things down many times, without you even knowing, probably and vice versa, someone's like, are you available that weekend? I'm like, no, sorry, but you know Brian Beaudoin? I'll throw your name out the fuck all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Other people don't do that shit. No. They want shit from us, Brian, but they don't give. Right, you gotta give, baby. That's why I can't fuck a machine. A machine can't give me love. I need the machine to love. I can't just. I'm not a one-night stander.
Well, you're in luck. That machine has a love setting on it.
Oh. Is it like wrestling? Will it watch wrestling with me?
Will it watch wrestling with you?
Have you watched any wrestling?
Oh yeah. I watched Backlash. I thought that was a pile of shit.
Yeah, no. No. I enjoyed the greatest match of all time.
I like the greatest match of all time.
I thought they did a great job of making it what it was. Like Sam Roberts said, it wasn't claiming that it was. It was saying this is we're talking about the conversation of greatest match of all time. We're trying to do the things that makes the greatest match of all time. Are we doing that? And you can discuss it. Was it the greatest match of all time? No. Did they do an awesome job? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I think my problem with that whole pay-per-view was that every ending was wonky. Like, I think they were worried about, like, going into, like, the main event. Like, we got to make sure that's the best thing because Lashley and fucking McIntyre put on a show. That was probably the best Lashley's been in a while until that shit ending with Lana. And I think they almost had to do that because if not, it might have been too hard to follow.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of AEW. I really like what they.
I can't anymore. I tried. I can't do it.
Yeah, no, I like AEW. I think they're funny. I think it's really tongue in cheek.
They don't sell enough for me.
Mm-mm.
They all just pop up from moves.
Not a lot of selling. I'll give them that.
I like NXT more. I thought their pay-per-view they just did was the best one of all the COVID pay-per-views.
The Takeover?
Yeah, I hated the fucking Cole Dream match, but everything else was great.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That main event was amazing. The fact that guys like Tommaso Ciampa don't care about fucking taking a loss like that to build a monster because they'll make money off him later. Yeah. He's gonna be the one that beats fucking Cole.
Yeah.
Well, it makes sense. Cole's eventually he's got to lose it eventually. It's almost 2 years. And if you lose it to that monster. Right now, everyone's like, this was a good show, and then they tuned out.
I really enjoyed Damian Priest. I'll give him that. I like Damian Priest a lot.
I hated his name in ROH as Punishment Martinez, but now that the fact that he's Damian Priest, I'm like, I want him to be Punishment Martinez. That was a better name. You know what I've been watching thanks to Howie Mason? I said to Howie, how are you getting by without any baseball? Howie loves baseball. And I used to love baseball as a kid. I stopped watching the last couple of years. But he's like, I've been watching old games from like the 70s and early 80s on YouTube. I'm like, what? He goes, yeah, it's the old commercials. It's all the same. It's the feel. It's the same announcers. They're talking like they were back then. I'm like, he's like, you want me to send you some clips? I'm like, you want me some links? I'm like, fuck yeah. So the other night I watched, it's all the Pittsburgh Pirates from 79. And it's like their commercial, their local things. There's a commercial for Miller Lite where some dude I put it on Instagram.
Beating a woman.
This guy's clamming, right? He's out and he's clamming. He's just, and they go, and a voiceover goes, he learned to clam from his father, and he thought it was just going to be fun. But now it became his job, and it's his life. And sometimes hard work, you need a good beer. Miller Lite. And then all of a sudden, the guy walks into a bar with a fucking thing of clams, and he just comes in, and everyone's like, yay! And then he has a shit mustache like Don Mattingly, and they drink Miller Lights. And then at the end, he's just sucking clams. And I'm like, was this commercial for one guy? Like that's a very narrow commercial, and then they just go to the fucking next thing, and it's the great announcing. And I watched the Pirates against the Braves, and then I watched then the Pirates played the Expos, and Rusty Staub came up, and I was chanting for Rusty fucking Staub.
I saw you tag Howie in a old baseball clip, and I thought you were losing it for a second.
No, because he was on my show. I actually called the show Rusty Staub.
Yeah, and then I saw that you tagged Howie, and I'm like, all right, Howie likes baseball. And
Howie just sending me when I can't sleep at 3 a.m. sometimes, I just watch an old-ass baseball. Dude, it's fucking relaxing. It's one. The commercials are great.
I never thought of that.
Yeah, and they're weirdly kind of racist. Like, there's a guy on the Pirates. His name was Omar Marino. He was a very fast, lanky guy. And whenever he runs, they go, look at him running like an antelope. I'm like, whoa, I don't know what that. And then Dave Parker, like, he's the Cobra. I'm like, you better call a white guy an animal. You better call one white guy an animal. They're not.
Joey White Lightning Smith.
No, it's like Phil Garner. We call him Scraps because he's scrappy. No, it just means he's white and he can be a point guard. That's all it means. But then the announcers are also so fucking into it that they're like doing all the wee shit. They're like, it was like they were playing the Expos, and a pop fly was to like right field, and it was a foul, but it looked like it was gonna go into the stands, but it didn't. And the guy kind of like just moseyed over, and then he didn't, and the ball dropped in, and the announcer goes, "We would never act like that. We would hustle." Look at him giving it up. And then later on in the game, Lee Lacy for the Pirates runs to left field and makes his catch right by the stand. They go, "See, that's how we do it. We're not like the Expos." Fuck you, bitch. It's the best. In the first game I watched, so they're in Atlanta, and all of a sudden they go, look who's here. It's a surprise. It's Mickey Mantle and Whitey Herzog. Now they're retired, but they're still like younger dudes, and they're like in their like fucking cheesy ass jackets, and they're like, they're gonna throw out the first pitch. They're like, we didn't even know they were gonna be here till a half hour ago. And then they paused, and then the announcer goes, well, watch out, Atlanta. You're going to have some tough stuff going on tonight. Like, they just said that they're going to go out and fuck and drink. They don't care. They're just like, Whitey and Mick are going to fuck your women and take your booze.
That's what baseball was. I want to watch those games where they were allowed to smoke in the locker room in the dugout and shit. Smoke on the field.
These games are amazing. Just in the way they're playing baseball. So the way it was supposed to be played. The games are faster paced. It's more fun. The announcings they're just talking about random shit. It's local announcers talking about their stuff. Every like third inning is like it's the home run challenge for Giant Eagle grocery store. And if someone hits a home run now, this lady, Mary Schmednick from fucking Pittsburgh, she wins $500 worth of groceries. And if they don't hit a home run next inning, the next time we do it, it'll be $650. But if they don't win, they get 10 tasty cakes and a bunch of daily juice. I'm like, fuck yeah. That's the way it's supposed to be. Get some daily juice.
That's better than some of today's prizes.
Yeah, well, think about it. Back then, $500 of groceries, holy shit.
That's an infinite amount of groceries.
That's all the groceries you'll ever need.
All the groceries.
You could buy Giant Eagle for $500. Are you fucking kidding me?
Giant Eagle.
Oh, dude, there's one commercial where the guy, I forget, they say his name. They show this guy, it looks like Sam Elliott. He's got like a white mustache. He's got a cowboy hat on, and he's at like this auction for like cows, and he's just pointing. And they go, whatever his name is, they go, owns Giant Eagle. And when he picks meat, he picks meat that he would put on his own plate. He's out there finding the best beef. So they're showing the guy, he's at the fucking cattle thing, like, that one. And like, fuck you, he's doing it. And then they show him at home eating. Of course, his wife is serving it. His children are subordinate. They're all just sitting there like, yes, Pa. And they're waiting as the man sits down to eat the meat. He goes with his own finger. I'm like, yeah.
That's fucking great.
Yeah, there's these two women. There's a commercial for Red Lobster, and they're at work, and they're like, what do you want to eat for lunch? She goes, we should go to Red Lobster. They have all the fish you want and salad. So it's like women eat salad. And they keep showing a woman eating the salad. And they're just sitting there like, this is lunches for everybody. You could have scampi and salad. And they're just eating this stuff. And they're just showing two. And they're like, anyone can come here. Like, even women.
Don't you like Red Lobster where you can get all the salad you want?
Yes. You should stay thin or your husband will fuck his secretary.
And we don't want that happening again.
And again, if not, if you fucking talk, if you say one dumb word, guess what? In the future, there'll be a machine he can fuck and he won't need you at all.
From Japan.
Japan. Brian, where can people follow you?
Oh, all right. You go to the Brian.
I just realized we went like an hour and a half. I can talk to you forever. Whatever.
It was just so smooth and effortless.
Yeah. Oh, like the thing I fuck. He's so smooth and effortless, like a young Thai boy. Smooth.
Yes, I would describe that as a young Thai boy.
He used to do effort, then I cut his tendons, and now he's effortless. I just fuck him now. I keep him in a closet next to Brian Beaudoin's machine, and I just fuck him. It's great.
That'll be the next thing they said.
Yeah, he's a boy. You're like Pat. I'm not sure if I'm gonna fuck it or not. I asked the guy, should I fuck the boy to review it? He's like, you don't have to fuck it, but it would help the review.
Man, it comes full circle.
Yeah, that's the selling point. You can he's so limber, you can make him into a circle and come in him, and it comes full circle.
People can find the Brian Beaudoin Show on Facebook. They can go to the Wicked Funny Podcast on Facebook. Well, eventually, we're going to have a website and also Wicked Funny Productions. So Wicked Funny Productions, Wicked Funny Podcast, and the Brian Beaudoin Show.
Support all that. The man's hilarious. His show is great. His sidekicks, if you will, Frank and Katie are hilarious. It's a great show. Check it out. Thank you, Brian. It's always a pleasure to chat with you, my friend.
Thank you, buddy.
We got it. Once this is open and good, we got to get together, do some shows, have some fun, hang out.
Yeah, like real times.
Real time. We got golf.
Yeah, we're going to go.
I'll bring old ass Frank, because Frank loves to go. You name the golf course, Frank will go, and Frank will bring me and we'll golf.
I'm down.
You bring a Frank, I'll bring a Frank, and we'll golf.
You bring Frank, I'll bring Ryan. The four of us will go golfing.
Yeah, he doesn't like golf with Ryan. No, I'm kidding. He does. He golfs with Mike. He golfs with Mike a lot.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, yeah, let's do it.
We'll do it. All right, sir. This is the part where I say goodbye, but don't you hang up because I'm going to chat with you still because you're my friend.
All right,
Sorry.
good.
Goodbye, everyone.